Hello everybody, my name is Freebiy and welcome to a quick little vlog. Recently I had to stop kind of doing content because I had some mouth pains, which is done. I'm going to quickly play a clip for you from a live stream I did not too long ago where I kind of was just talking about that. Go ahead, watch that, then we're going to come back and we're going to talk a little bit more. Now that the game has calmed down, I've been away for like a month and I haven't really talked about that much, so I should probably talk about that a little bit. So a month, no, more like, I don't know, long enough that I feel like I should talk about it. Some people know about this. I don't, and I made a video about this over on YouTube because I couldn't think of anywhere else to talk about it, especially at the time when I was in actual pain from it. But I took some time off from being on the internet due to the fact that I had some really bad mouth pains that are, for the most part, well, the pain itself is actually gone now, which is lovely, and I'm so happy. Shut up, no one asked you. But I had some pretty bad mouth pains. Went to the dentist, you know, to get it all sorted out and whatnot. Had to do a root canal, which was, I was expecting to have a root canal at some point in my life. Do I have auto jump on? No, I don't. Okay. Had a root canal, or at least the first part of a root canal, which was lovely. Highly recommend it, by the way. No, it was not fun, especially the pain before the actual procedure. Let's start with that. I had some mouth pains. This was like almost 3 weeks ago now, I feel like. I was just having some like mouth pains that like didn't go away. And I told myself, I'll just wait this out. Maybe it'll go away. It didn't go away, obviously. It went on for about a week. Eventually got a hold of the dentist. He's like, hey, my mouth is in pain, make it stop. Went in, because I couldn't really identify exactly like where it was coming from, because at sometimes it felt like it was coming from a tooth, sometimes it felt like it was coming from other parts of the mouth as well. We had to do like one of those x-ray things or whatever. Then we figured out that it was like a decaying tooth or whatnot. Stop it. It's in the middle of story time. Respect the story time. Thank you. Found out it was a decaying tooth. Fuck me, dude. Decaying tooth. The worst my dentist, I think he said he had ever seen, actually. Which is fun. Imagine going in and like saying, hey, I've got some like pain. Can you make the pain stop? Oh, this is the worst I've ever seen. It was probably the best Monday morning I've ever had. That was last week. Being told that this is the worst, like, decaying tooth that he had ever seen. So we went in. I was in there for like almost... fucking stop it. I was in there for what felt like, well, I actually didn't feel like I was in there for that long, honestly. But when I got out, and I was told this by my mother, who was there with me, because I was being a very big baby about this, because I knew it was going to end up being bad. I just didn't realize how bad it was going to be. So I asked if she would go with me, and she said yes, which was very nice of her. She said I was in there for almost 3 hours while they were like poking around in there and cleaning out the infection. 3 fucking hours. That was like, what the hell, man? 3 hours I was back there. And it was just not good. Like, after the fact, once I realized how long I was back there and that it was the worst tooth they had ever seen. And they only did like the first half of a root canal. They just like cleaned out the infection because that's all they could do, and it took 3 hours to do. They said they could have... Normally they would offer to pull the tooth out then and there or whatnot, but they said it wasn't safe to do it. That's how bad it was. So, where the wet dye go? There it goes. light blue bed. So I was in there for like 3 hours. And they sent me home and was like, hey, we'll call you like out in a week or so. Ask what you want to do. They just put like a temporary crown on it. They called yesterday. I kind of came to the decision that I'm just gonna have them yank it out, because it's honestly it's one of those teeth that's like in the way back that no one really gives a shit about. So I told them we're gonna yank it out. We're gonna do that in a couple weeks here. But man, that kind of hit me hard, or it should have, I should say. Like, oh, the normal person would be like, oh, you know, you had like the worst like infected tooth the dentist had ever seen. You'd think like, oh, you would like do something about that. And it's like, yeah, I am, but I know why I had such a bad tooth, and that's not stopping me from continuing my Mountain Dew addiction. I'm sorry. I've always jokingly said that Mountain Dew is going to be the thing that kills me, and now I absolutely believe it. So, sorry. I'm going to continue to drink it. I'm just going to get creative about how I do it, so like it doesn't fuck with my mouth anymore. But that was a good, fun time. So, I got a temporary crown right now. I'm just going to tell them to yank it, because that's honestly going to be or I told them to yank it because it's going to end up being the cheaper option. And again, it's in the back. No one's ever going to know if I don't tell them. And here I am telling everyone. I don't really care. You use me as an example for why you should take better care of your mouth, if anything. Because it was bad. So don't let this happen. Public service announcement. Don't be me. Take better care of your teeth and your mouth, and you won't have to go through this shit, because it's not fun and it's expensive. So just be better than me. So yeah, clearly content is back now. It's, you know, it's happening again. So there's good stuff from that. That being said, though, when it comes to content, I do plan on continuing Pixelmon. Obviously, I've been really enjoying that, and apparently y'all have been too, so thank you all so much for enjoying Pixelmon. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try and finish Republic Commando in the near future. We're almost done with Republic Commando, so I really want to. And then beyond that, I'm not really sure what we're gonna do after Republic Commando is finished. And I don't know how long Pixelmon is going to go for. So if there's some other content you want to see, be it more Minecraft stuff or other games in general, or perhaps more like frequent, like these little vloggy things I like to do every now and then, hit me up. Let me know what you want to see down in the comments, or tweet me over on Twitter. Link in the description, @Freebiy. Same way it's spelled for the channel, obviously. And then if you haven't already, do consider checking out both my Twitch channel and my second channel, Freebiy On Demand. Twitch to catch the stuff live when I do it live, and the second channel, Freebiy On Demand, to watch the VODs and potentially other stuff I upload on there, because I've been tossing around the idea of, I'm not going to talk about it because I don't know if I'm going to do it yet. But you should go check those out. Let me know what you want me to do down below. And let's get back to making content on a regular basis, or attempt to anyways. So thank you very much. I'll catch you in the next video, and I'll see you then.